Today is June 27th, and today's quote is entitled Accidental Falldown. This is a quote from Perfect Questions, Perfect Answers. Sometimes, not willingly, but due to past bad habits, habit is second nature, one does something nonsensical. But that does not mean he is faulty. But he must repent for that. Quote, I have done this. And he should try to avoid it as far as possible. But habit is second nature. Sometimes, in spite of you trying hard, Maya is so strong that it pushes with pitfalls. That can be excused. Krsna excuses. But those who are doing something willingly are not excused. On the strength that I am a devotee, if I think because I am chanting, I may therefore commit all this nonsense, and it will be nullified. That is the greatest offense. A lot of times, we not just with chanting or here Prabhupada's explaining the offense that to commit sin on the strength of chanting, but not just this. Sometimes we think, well, because I'm a devotee, I can be belligerent, proud, arrogant, unkind. It doesn't make any sense at all. No, one would think because I'm a devotee, I must be humble, I must be kind, and so forth. But sometimes the opposite happens. So that's crazy, and it's a real problem, because when we have some position, then we think we have some rights to mistreat people. Daksha in Bhagavatam, he had a position as the top Prajapati, and Prabhupada says he actually wasn't qualified to be the top Prajapati, but he was given that position, and that position went to his head. So he made an offense to Lord Shiva. Well, I'm the Prajapati. Who are you? You're just Lord Shiva. I'm your father-in-law. So position goes to, we've all seen this, position goes to our head. And then we think, because I'm in this position, therefore, whatever I say, whatever I do, it's right, or worse, it's perfect. And nobody can question it. That's one point here. The other point that's being made here, which is a beautiful point, is that Prabhupada is distinguishing accidental fall down from premeditated or conscious, and a conscious attempt to do something wrong. And so Prabhupada explains, as does our Shastras and the Acharyas, that there is a world of difference between an accidental fall down and an actual fall down, where you're consciously engaged in an act, purposefully. And that Krsna will forgive accidental fall downs. Why does Krsna forgive accidental fall downs? Because he knows we're conditioned. And he knows sometimes the conditioned soul may accidentally do the wrong thing. Not because Krsna is justifying it or telling us it's okay, but Krsna, of course, he understands the mentality of a conditioned soul, and he understands that sometimes conditioned soul will fall down. How does the conditioned soul, who's trying to be Krishna conscious, think when he falls down? He's remorseful. I wish I wouldn't have done that. I'm weak. I allowed myself to be in a situation, or I ended up in a situation which caused me to temporarily act improperly. I regret that. I want to correct that. That's excusable. That's the mentality we must have if we commit a mistake. And Krishna understands, he appreciates that. So I like this quote because Prabhupada is distinguishing between accidental fall down and consciously committing sin. And as conditioned souls, sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we even make big mistakes. But we see that even devotees made big mistakes, Prabhupada always had his arms up. Please come back, engage in devotional service. He never held it against them because Krishna doesn't hold it against them. And as long as they wanted to serve, Prabhupada always accepted them. No matter what they did, as long as they wanted to come back, they were repentant and they wanted to serve, he always accepted them. So we should all understand, Krishna's arms are open, Prabhupada's arms are open, our spiritual master arms are open. He's calling us back if we've made a mistake. Come back, rectify it. Whatever the case may be, that's past history. Let's go forward. Krishna will excuse you. That's our philosophy.